Hello, first grade mathematicians. Today you will need your math journal, a pencil, and your ones and tens blocks. Now, boys and girls, you may not have the same colors as I do, or as many. You might have yellow, or orange, or blue. But they came home to you in a baggie, so I want you to try to find those. You can pause the video and then come back. When you're back, I want you to turn to page 68. It's lesson 5-1. It looks like this. Now I am going to use a copy, which is the same paper, but that way I can write on this one. I can't write in my book like you guys write in your book. So page 68, lesson 5-1. The first one shows an example, and it wants us to solve the riddle. Use base 10 blocks to help you. That's what these are called. So the example was 2 of these, which Mrs. Gibson may have called them longs or tens. You can say either one. They look longer than these. That's why we call them longs, but they're 10 put together in a group, so we can call them a 10 also. And then 3 ones, or 3 of the cubes. Doesn't matter what color they are, does it? We can still count them the same. We have 1 10, 2 10s, that makes 20, 21, 22, 23. And that's why they wrote 23 right there. Now number 1 said 6 longs, or 6 10s. Now you don't have that many, but I do, so you can look at my sample. Let's see if we counted those right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 longs, or 6 10s, and then 5 of these ones, these loose cubes. Well, let's count them and see how many we have all together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. That's the answer to the riddle, 65. Everybody write 65 for number 1 with me. Okay, number 2 says 7 longs, or 7 10s. Well, I already had 6 there, so I'm going to add 1 more to make 7. And then 2 of the 1 cubes. Okay, how many do we have now? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72. There's the answer to our riddle. Everyone write 72 for number 2. Number 3 says 1 long and 4 cubes. Oh, I get to take a lot of these away now. 1 long, see they called it long, and we know that that represents 10. And 4 cubes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know that represents ones. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's our answer for number 3. What am I? 14. Number 4, oh, we're back to a lot of longs again, 7. I have to put all of my 7 10s back. Let's see if I got that right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 70, or 7 longs, which remember, that also means a 10. Oh, and 0 cubes, so I'm not putting any ones there. So let's do that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And that's it. 7 tens and 0 ones. It's just 70. Let's see if we can do the bottom part. Trade to find the answers. If I have 1 long and 11 cubes, that's a lot of cubes. I'm going to count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, oh, 11. I can't keep going by twos. Let's see. I wonder if I could make another 10. I bet I could line them up and match them up to make another 10. They should look equal or the same if I do have the right amount. Okay, I did it. Now I've got 2 10s and 1 left over. So 1 long, let's check, and 11 cubes or 11 ones. Well, I can trade. Remember they said trade? So I could push all these out of the way and trade it for another 10. Now I have 2 10s and 1 1. 10, 20, 21. That's the answer here. Whoops, that wasn't a very good 2, Mrs. Knudsen. 21. Oh, here's a big one. 2 longs and 14 cubes. Oh, my goodness. 2 longs and 14. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Do you think I could trade some of these in for another 10? Well, I could line them up again and make sure that I do have another 10. The 14 sounds like a lot of cubes. I think I can trade some in. There, and it should be equal to the other 10s, is it? Yes. So I'm going to trade these 10 ones. I'm going to push them out of the way for another 10. Now I still had these 4 left. So what do I have now? 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That's the answer to this riddle. 34 cubes altogether. Now the next part says use your blocks to make 16 in 2 different ways. It shows that you could draw your ways by drawing a line like this to represent a long or a group of 10. And you could just draw a tiny square or a dot to represent your ones. That's how you could do it with drawing instead of the actual cubes. Happy counting, boys and girls.